Hello everyone, it's Shalia. Welcome back to my channel. I am so happy you stopped by. Today we are going to run through how to unlock Hades, and of course this includes the first trial in Mythopia. Now there are a few things you will need to do before we can unlock the first trial and eventually unlock Hades in the Elysian Fields. Obviously, you will need to unlock the Elysian Fields with Merida for 2000 story magic before you can do anything else. Once you gain access to the fields, your first line of business is to explore until you find the mysterious gateway, which is in the middle of the field on the right side as you come in from the library. When you find the first gateway, your quest will change and your next task is to talk to the lore keeper. She will then tell you the story of when Hades built his version of Mount Olympus and how it scattered pieces of the real Mount Olympus all over Mythopia and spread magical corruption throughout the land. You are now tasked with setting everything straight again. Once you're done talking to the lore keeper, go back and talk to Merida. Now, I went back to the gateway to do this, but if you have her hanging out with you and you talk to her at the entrance of the gateway, she will go to the top near the entrance after you've already talked to her, and you will have to follow her up there and talk to her again to gain access to this trial. So just keep this in mind if you have her hanging out with you. After you talk to her again in the fields, she will talk about the will-o'-the-wisps, which are actually blue flames that she's seen around the Elysian Fields, and tell you to collect 2 of them. Now to do this, you will have to chase after the blue flames that look just like Hades' hair, and just run into them and press A to catch or remove them, or whatever your game tells you to press if you are not using an Xbox controller. Just remember, you do not have to use any royal tools for this. Now once you've caught both of them, you can now go meet Merida at the entrance to the mystical gateway and talk to her. And unfortunately, the wheel needs to be powered before you can use it. But don't worry, you've just collected 2 blue flames, so you have everything you need to power the wheel. So to power the wheel, interact with the 2 pedestals on either side of the gateway and place a blue flame in each one. Once you complete this task, you can now use your royal net to unlock and enter the trial by using a vertical swing. And now the Guts and Glory quest will begin, and you can now enter the gateway. I personally love the Mythic Trials, the best of all the trials in the Storybook Vale. They not only have the best puzzles, in my opinion, but the view is absolutely gorgeous. Let me know what you all think in the comments, and if you haven't played through the Fairytale trials yet, there is a link in the description to my full walkthrough video if you need any help with those. Alright, once we've enjoyed the beautiful cutscene, we need to go meet up and talk with Hades. To get him, just travel down the spiral steps to the left on the main landing platform. Now we'll talk to Hades and get the lowdown on what's going on, at least in his mind, of course. Just go through all the dialogue choices you're presented with, and then once Hades is done chatting up a storm, our first mission is to move the cart with all the vases in it. Just walk up to the cart and interact with it to move it. This one was really easy. This was like the easiest one. Now follow Hades to the wheel, and the wheel, once activated with your royal net, can turn 4 different directions, but of course only 3 directions will take you to a landing. If you turn the wheel once, there will be another platform that you will need to go over to next, but if you turn it twice, it will take you to a platform with the fire blocking it. Don't worry, if you don't know how to remove these yet, none of us did. You can come back to this once you've officially unlocked Hades and then complete his Moth to a Flame quest, which obviously you have to unlock Hades to do that. And just an FYI, unlike the Fairytale trials, the Mythic trials all reset when you leave them. This may be a glitch that will be patched out later, but as of this video, if you go back to any of the Mythic trials, you will have to go through the whole trial again to remove anything you didn't know how to remove when you first go through the trial. Just wanted to give you that heads up. To go back to the other platform I showed you first, you will need to turn the wheel 3 times from here to get there. We're going to go ahead and cross over this platform, and our mission is now to open the gate so we can push the cart through it. Follow Hades down the path and then down the stairs to the next platform, and you will see the gate to the left. Head over to the drawbridge and interact with the lever beside the bridge to lower it. Now head across that bridge and take notice of the cart and remove the rocks blocking your path. Here you will find another wheel to turn with your royal net. Spin that wheel and the gate will open. Now that the gate is open, push the cart at the middle of the bridge by interacting with it. Now follow Hades around the staircase through the now open gate, and he moves fast, so try to keep up. Open that unblocked chest while you're here too. There's nothing exciting in it, just wanted you to grab anything you can while it's available to you, because it's kind of a pain to have to go through the trial again once you leave. Go ahead and read the note on the pedestal, and you'll find now that we have to fish up the next bridge. So pull out your fishing rod and fish the swirling spot in the water. You'll just fish this spot like any other spot you would fish for in the valley or the vale. Once you pull up the bridge with your fishing rod, follow Hades across the bridge to the wheel. If you turn that wheel once, head across the bridge, remove the rocks blocking your path, and then open the chest for your treasure. Might as well do this now while you're here. Oh, and while you're up here, you may as well take a look around too. Enjoy the view. And once done, head back across the bridge and turn the wheel one more time. Now we're going to go across the bridge and up the stairs. Follow the path to the first flight of stairs you come to and interact with the first lever you see. Cross the bridge that you just lowered with that lever and interact with the next lever to lower the next drawbridge. Cross that bridge and spin the wheel to open the gate. Now, go back to the same drawbridge you just lowered, go across it, and then interact with that lever again to raise the bridge to get it out of your way. Now you can go over to the cart and push it through the gate. Now once you've completed this, follow Hades back around and up the spiral stairs and then have a nice long chat with him again. Once he's done chatting, interact with the source of corruption, and we will now see a cutscene revealing the fire being lit in front of Mount Olympus, which brings us one step closer to unlocking it. And once that cutscene ends, we will be back outside of the trial and Hades will ask you to build him a place to live while he waits for Mount Olympus to be accessible to him. And I chose to put his in the Elysian Fields for now. I do end up moving that eventually, but for now, while you're doing all these quests with him, because you will have to do all his quests yet too, don't forget, it's easier just to have his house in the Vale. And once you find a nice spot for his lair, you will now unlock Hades and bring him into the Vale and into your valley. But after you bring him in, do not forget to talk to Hades at his house to complete the Guts and Glory quest, because you need to complete that. Now, I'm going to put together a video for next week that includes both of the next 2 Mythic Trials. I wanted to give you all 3 in a single video this week, but because of all the extra work you have to do to get the first trial, I thought this one should probably just stand alone just to save time. On a completely other note, let me know in the comments if you are excited for the next update in the main valley. I'm so looking forward to the Aladdin realm and am so hoping we get a magic carpet for a glider. Oh my gosh, would that not be perfect? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoy this type of content, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you would be so kind. And speaking of kindness, I do have merch, so go check out my store while you're here too. Until next time, everyone, bye!